Today, it is me, John Nance, and I am here with...
Natali, herrera, pacheco.
Let's start off with asking, who are you?
Okay, I am a real human that is currently living in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very difficult question, like who am I? Who am I? So I try to be a good cat lady, that's like my main thing.
Mm-hmm.
And different than that, I like books and music. So I have been like dealing with research in literature and music mainly, and also taking pictures. Those are my things. I spend a lot of time in the couch, just looking to the roof and thinking about my life. But those are my things. So my interests are in like music, books, images, and feeding my cats, and sometimes taking care of my husband. So yeah, that's what I like.
Where would you say your love started for music?
I am from a city that is called like the musical city in my country, Venezuela. So there are a lot of activities related to music. So your neighbors sings, my parents, my dad, my mom is a very good singer, even though she doesn't sing that much, but she's always like singing and singing. And my dad also plays the cuatro, which is the one of the national instruments in my country. So when I was little, one of my friends came and told me, I just started like cuatro lessons. And I was like, oh my God. And I told my dad, and he said, I'll go with you to this place. And I started like playing cuatro. And then after that, there was a school of music close to my house. And I started like there, taking music lessons. And I wanted to play the flute. But there, I didn't have a flute or other instruments. So they told me, we have a cello. And I was like, okay. And I started playing cello there.
No way, so is that the first instrument you've ever played?
The first was the cuatro, and then because I wanted flute and they didn't have, I played the cello.
But that was like kind of the first instrument you spent a very long time
Yeah.
with. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's your background or your family's background?
Well, my background, when I look from here, I feel like I'm a very old person because I feel like there is so much. But my family, both my parents are from rural Venezuela. They come like from very little villages, and they are the first generation that came from the rural spaces to the cities, like looking for other opportunities. I think even though I was born and raised in a city, our house is like a rural house. The food we eat is like food from their places, and the dynamics we have is the dynamics from these rural spaces. So then my dad, he's a pediatrician, but he always wanted to go to the university to study literature. And he was always related to that, like literature. And when I needed to like pick something for going to college, I decided to go to a city to study art history, and I went there. And that was my college thing. And then I got interested in indigenous music, and I started like going through that direction, like studying like one ritual in Venezuela. I went for my master's to anthropology, also studying that ritual that is with some kind of flutes, and it's about fertility. And then when I wanted to do something for my doctorate, I decided to study like relationship between music and literature in one Dominican author. So that's a little bit what I did and why. For my mom's side, we are, my brothers and I, the first generation that go to college. But it's very interesting because my mom is always like making stuff, like constructing stuff and trying to fix stuff. She's very, very, very creative.
Very hands-on.
Oh my God, yeah.
Really?
She really likes to put things together, and if something is not working, she wants to go deep and take the hammer and do it.
That's awesome.
So I think I like it to like do things. If we think about images, even though we don't deal with materials, you are constructing things. I think I wanted to do that also because of my mom. Yeah, I think something that was very useful at that time was the fact that they didn't have cell phones. You have to like look around and think. I think right now probably we are not thinking anymore that much.
What would you say your greatest struggle is right now?
Oof. I think probably my biggest struggle is still trying to understand this country and kind of swimming in the middle of two waters always, and questioning my identity and whatever identity I get in front when I am here. and dealing with the individualism that seems to be so strong in this culture, and probably the fear of people getting connected. And it's so hard sometimes because I don't know why it takes so much to just, you can knock my door anytime and come in.
I'm coming to see family when I come here.
You just do it, and then if I'm busy I can tell you just, I'll make you coffee and I'll keep doing my stuff, and you just keep doing your stuff. It's not that hard, but it seems that people get so scared, and I don't know until what point I'm becoming that person too. And in that sense, I think photography is something that helps so much, because you get with people and you see that fear sometimes of when you're photographing people, that fear of getting close, and then there is a point where that fear disappears.
Yeah, it does. What brings you the most happiness?
Okay, several things. One, my cats.
Mm-hmm.
I am so happy, and when I walk inside my house and I see them, it is always a surprise. Mm-hmm. I cannot believe I have these beautiful kitties, and they make me so happy. And also, like eating, I eat every night the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, and I haven't changed that in years.
No way.
Yeah.
What is it?
Fajitas, corn fajitas, cheese, feta cheese, and avocado. I eat that every single night. And every night is amazing.
And you literally have never changed that up?
No.
Maybe I should try it.
It is one of my favorite things. And different than that, I think just having the time to sit and think, that makes me happy. And something that makes me very happy is when you get to understand something. Mm-hmm. Or you think you understand something, and there's that feeling in your brain that you think like, oh my God, I kind of get it. Mm-hmm. Other thing that made me very happy is that when I arrived here, I didn't speak any English. So, but in Venezuela, and I imagine in every part of the world, you have this influence of like music, like Rolling Stones or Beatles or Queen, and you kind of follow the music, but you don't understand. When you get like to understand, it's like, oh my God, so this song is this about. So like, help, I need somebody, help, not just anybody. And you say like, oh, so this is it. Mm-hmm. That makes me so happy.
That's amazing though. If you could give yourself advice from when you were a kid, or if you could give someone else advice when they're younger and doing something that you wanted to do, that you're doing now, what would you tell them?
Oof, I think like not being, I don't know if this is correct English, but stop judging yourself every single moment, believing that there is a right way to do something. Probably just doing your stuff and stop like thinking that there is a right way or a wrong way to do it. Just do it, and then you will figure it out. Mm-hmm. If you make mistakes, that's okay. You say sorry if you like did something to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Where would you say you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't know. My goal is to wake up tomorrow, you know. If I arrive to tomorrow, that will be like a big surprise. Mm-hmm. If I don't have any idea. What I want is to have time to sit every day and feel calm at least 1 hour or 5 minutes during the day. Mm-hmm. And that's it. I'm not waiting different than having those moments.
And this is John Nance. Today I was speaking with
Natali, herrera, pacheco.
The great, the legend. Thank you so much.
Thank you.